Like so many women, I would look at my closet and it was overflowing with clothes, and yet I felt like I had nothing to wear. That was the beginning for me. I went through my closet and I started to declutter. I got rid of anything that didn't fit, that was a trend, or things that I just didn't love anymore. It did not happen in one try. It was a process, slow and steady, and it was a constant decision. About 6 years ago, I started learning about minimalism and intentional living to be mindful of the items that I was bringing into my home and the things that I was letting go of. Over the past few years, I have really tried to hone in on my personal style. I'm petite, I'm about 5'1", so I wanted to start paying close attention to how my clothes fit me and how I felt when I was wearing my clothing. I noticed that when things fit my body really well, I was more confident. I felt like I looked more put together. Where did the shoulder seam hit, right? The length of my pants or just the overall proportions of my clothing. I think when I was younger, I liked that oversized look. And now I just wanted something that looked a little bit more tailored, but not too dressy. I wanted something that was going to be comfortable for my everyday life. Not only that, but I really wanted to focus in on the quality of my clothing. I'm so tired of going into stores or buying things online and just lots of fast fashion that's cheaply made. And these things are not inexpensive. A lot of the times they're asking for a premium price, but the quality just isn't there. At least that's my opinion. I don't know if you feel a similar way. I spent some time researching different brands, different materials of clothing, and I decided what things I wanted to try and lean more into. I also made the decision that if I was going to buy something new, I was going to really put some thought into it. There's two routes that I prefer when shopping. One, I like to look secondhand. If I can find something and thrift it, that's a win. I've found so many hidden gems at our local thrift store, and I use the word thrifting loosely. I tend to go more towards like a Plato's Closet type of place where it's a little more curated, a little more organized, and I can find things easily. I'm not the type of person who likes to dig through bins and really go for the treasure hunt, but I know there's plenty of people out there that are. I've also found that in order for me to be successful, at a place like Plato's, I need to go by myself with no kids and with time. And that combination of things doesn't usually happen. Also like to go with an open mind. I'll try on as many things as possible, anything that looks interesting in a variety of sizes. I like thrifting because you can find lots of brands because every brand is cut a little different. I go by my number one rule. If it's not a heck yes, then it's a no. If there's any little thing that I don't love about it, I'm not going to buy it because I know myself and I know that I won't wear it in the long run. Option number two is to purchase new but purchase quality. If I can get things that are more natural materials, less synthetic, a little bit more ethically sourced, well made, I prefer to go that route, especially if it's in the budget. One of my favorite websites, I have linked in my description. I have a referral if you want to check it out. As I became more intentional with the types of clothing I was purchasing, I also honed in on my color palette. I leaned towards more neutrals. I loved olive green. I love camel colors. I love the combination of like black and camel or camel and navy together. I just felt like it was very chic and timeless. I wanted things that weren't trendy. And honestly, I like the idea of a capsule wardrobe, not in the sense that, oh, I need a white button down and specific items, but more so the idea that any top could work well with any bottom, or I could look at my closet as a whole and it was very cohesive and I could pull outfits very easily. I would challenge myself not to purchase a new outfit just because I was going out, but instead to look at my closet, see what items were in there, and get creative. I've paired my favorite flowy spring summer dress with a cropped sweater and a belt and some booties and made it a beautiful transition outfit into fall. I've done something similar with another crochet beige dress that I had, and I was able to wear it with like a warm camel sweater over top and boots. I have another dress that's linen and flowy and very summery, almost like a peasant dress, but I was able to layer it with a black camisole underneath, some opaque tights, and hiking boots. And those are things a few years back I probably would have never even considered. But honing in on my personal style, taking some chances and tweaking things and layering pieces that are a little unexpected, that's what made it fun and feel cool. Not only have I been able to save a ton of money from not spending on trends or buying clothes unnecessarily, I've also streamlined the amount of clothing that I do have. I have several basic tops and my core layering pieces. And every season I'll reassess. Are there a few things that I'm lacking? Are there some holes in my wardrobe that I want to fill and keep an eye on? So when I do find that perfect piece, I can add it in. Lately, I've been experimenting with some other colors and incorporating those into my wardrobe as well. And it's been interesting. The most empowering part of uncovering your personal style is the journey. It's not always perfect. If I had unlimited resources and I could buy the most beautiful dress whenever I wanted to go out on a date night, that would be cool. But it's not real life. And sometimes with social media, we forget that. We just want the next new shiny thing, or we see that all over our social feeds, or the concept of being an outfit repeater had a negative connotation there for a while. The number one thing that we need to incorporate into our wardrobe is confidence. If you feel good in what you're wearing, that's all that should matter. As women and moms, we don't always feel our best every single day. But if we have items in our closet that make us feel good when we put them on, that suit our bodies well, that give us confidence, that does make you feel a little bit better. When I would have items in my closet that were just a little too tight, it was almost as if they were just nagging at me. Oh, if you would stick to your diet. Oh, if you would go to the gym a little bit more, if you would just lose that 5 extra pounds, you could finally wear this outfit. It was like taunting me. So by getting rid of those items, it was such a relief. Not only getting rid of physical clutter, but getting rid of that mental clutter as well. If you guys would like to get a closer look at my closet, let me know. We can take a closer look at that. And I have to share with you on the next video the crazy information that I got, and I just cannot believe. For now, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.